Yeah, let's make a quick video here. I'm working on the plows, and these are Oliver 546 semi-mounted plows. Semi-mount, they hook on the 2-point arms and have a trailing wheel in the back. And these are what they call the cushion trips. I think that's what they call them. They have automatic resets, which would have a pair of big springs up here. When you hit a rock, so that it will trip the bottom back, and them springs will slam it back into the ground. So you pretty much plow non-stop. Well, these cushion trip, they'll do the same thing. They'll trip back, but you gotta stop, lift them up out of the ground, and they say you got these smaller springs here, and they'll reset themselves, and then you just put them back down and go. And the other style is they trip back, but then you gotta leave the point touching the ground, and you gotta back up to get them to reset. So each one has its place. But what I'm doing on here, that's another nice thing about these plows. You get it just right. I put a bolt in this hole, pull these up, and it gets so easy to work. Makes it easier to work on them. But I'm putting points. I'm going to throw on this bottom for people that don't know this. This piece here is called the point. This is the shin on the front here, and this is what cuts to start rolling it. And this is the moldboard. And then the landslide, get on the other side here. Is bolts onto the side there, and it rubs the edge of the furrow. And I'm changing because they wear down. That point's bent. You see how that one goes kind of out to the front, and this one kind of points down. I mean, you don't trip all the time when you hit a rock and you bend them. So, but this is how bad things were getting more. This is one of the landslides I took off, and that's a new one. And you can see how much they get wore down. And you know, top side don't wear much, but you can see it's pretty much a knife edge at the bottom, and it should be this thick all the way through. And these are the points. Now there are two different style points. This is what they call the shorts. And short points, because like I said, this is cut off. These work better for plowing like sod, because it actually makes like a hinge on the sod here and lets it roll over. I think it's all preference too. Some people like the long strip of sod better, but these are what they call long point. They just come out here better, and it cuts more completely across. But you can see how much is wore off of them. And even though they're not wore too bad, I'm replacing the shins too. I mean, they're getting thin. And like I say, this ain't much wore off the front here, but they're just getting thin. But like I say, they ain't all that much. I think them shins, yeah, I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks. They ain't all that much. So I think ain't too expensive to replace them. But yeah, the points you pretty much got almost have to change every year. Some people 2-3 times a year, depending on how much ground you plow. Landslides, I think the last time I changed them was probably 10 years ago or so. But I'm trying to get what I can done, because I know damn well I don't have the right bolts. They never give me the right length of bolt that I need or something. So I'm trying to get this all back together so I can see what bolts I need. So I do gotta go get some other bolts, because I found here too on the discs. Decided I'd check that too. This is the bolt that goes through where the clevis pivots on the front here. And you can see it's getting pretty thin. So I gotta go find one of them. I know that's the thing. That's why I want to find out what bolts I need, because I know Tractor Supply ain't gonna have that. I'm either gonna have to go to one of the equipment dealers that should have that bolt, or the local bolt place down in Meadsville. which I really don't want to go to that place. I don't like the guy down there, but can't go to Fastenal anymore. Used to have that down there in Meadville, and I see that was closed up. So, but that's what I'm working on here, trying to get what I can together, so I can figure out what more parts I need and go maybe Monday do a parts run. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.